Well, there she is. We got the stove put in. I made this stove jack here out of a baking sheet. We'll see how that works. It's actually supporting the pipe. I need something. I want something to just hold up the chimney pipe, but for now I'm using a rake here. But it actually would support it if I wanted it to. I tried it before and it just sags just a little bit there. So we got water ready. We got beer ready. There's a little creek right here. And we're just going to test out this wood stove in the ice shack thing. There she is. So I don't like 6-inch chimney pipe. I'm not a fan of it. Every stove I've ever seen that used 5-inch chimney pipe just always drafted good and acted good. And you know, these little hippie killer or airtights as they call them, you know, they need all the help they can get. These things start hopping and bopping and coughing and farting and spitting, and then yeah, they just start jumping right off the ground. So hopefully this 5-inch chimney pipe will be a little better. I got adapters and whatnot, screwed it all together, so we'll see if the 5-inch changes the characteristics of these stoves, because they don't work. At least my experience with them is they didn't work good with 6-inch. They always seemed to be temperamental and did a lot of shooting flames out the front of the damper there, the air damper. So we'll see how it works. Put a 5-inch damper in it as well. There we go. It's closed. That's open. And there's my chimney jack. I don't have anything up here yet. I do have a metal shield, just a piece of a barbecue I found out in the bush when I saved it. So it's going to work as a good heat shield. And I got another one here. I don't know if this is the stove I'm going to use. I'm not a big fan of these, but the hippie killers, they call them, for a reason. Burned down a lot of tents, I'm sure. But we'll see how it goes. Right now, my cot would go right here on that side. And I'd still have room at the end to put stuff, and then still room on the side. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to go, but we're just going to do the first fire here. Try this stove out, see how she works. Chevelle's just giving her today. He's all wound right up, wanting to play. Almost 15 years old, just trying to still give her. It wasn't for that leg, she'd be running full speed, eh, girl? Well, there she goes, smoldering away. I wouldn't mind a little bit longer chimney pipe. It would help the stove draft better and everything else. But it is working good. This is going to be the big test here. The stovepipe's pretty hot. I just forgot my temperature. I wanted to test the temperature of it, my little laser, but I didn't bring it. I just put that on there as a spark arrestor. I'm going to build a spark arrestor for it just to knock the chance down of any kind of fires or anything happening, like a forest fire, you know. But yeah, it's working really good. The thing about these little hippie killers or airtights or whatever you want to call them is they heat up really fast. They do cool down really fast as well, which can be at your advantage if you're on the move lots and this is going to be your tent and you're traveling like for, you know, a week or two out in the bush somewhere and traveling by horse or by four-wheeler or quad or Jeep or something. It's kind of nice because when the fire goes out, the stove cools right down. But for overnight burns and stuff, that's where it's not as good. But we'll see how this one goes. I mean, you could always put rocks and stuff on or around the fire to help, you know, hold heat. But as soon as these things fire up, they start producing heat, like right now. So this looks like a bit of a big stove, maybe for an 8-man ice shack or 6-man ice shack, whatever this thing is. But you know, at minus 30 and stuff, it's not going to be too small. I know that right now. So I'll put something underneath the fire, underneath the stove there, just so it doesn't, you know, catch the ground on fire. It's got a bunch. It's got about 4 inches of dirt and rock and stuff in the bottom of the stove right now, so it's cold. I can put my hand right on the bottom of the stove right now, and I put water all around here just to so we didn't catch anything on fire. But yeah, we'll see. It seems to be drafting good with this 5-inch pipe, and the big test will be to see if my little $10 baking sheet is going to do the trick here. Looks like it will. This flap, the idea with that was to kind of like hang over, just to kind of keep a little more heat. But I don't think that matters too much. Right on. I put some balsam fir in there. Just had pine, and I put some balsam fir in there to kind of see how she'd work with sparks, if there'd be much coming out there. I heard something. I think it's a bear. I think it's a bear. Who is it? Oh, it's Chevelle. Chevelle's trying to figure out how to come in. Come this way, girl. Come and see. Come and see. Come on in. No, over here, you goof. Look, I got the wood stove. Look, Dad's got the wood stove. Pretty good, eh? Yeah, watch it. It's hot. Yeah, I got the wood stove there. It's going to be pretty good. We're going to have some pretty good adventures in this thing, eh? You better keep living on me. I want to see 17 at least. At least 17 out of you. That's a couple more years, okay, girl? And we'll go on some good adventures, okay? Okay. There we go. I think our beer is nice and cold now. Ooh, is it ever? Yeah, it is too. Wow, she sure is hazy. Must be. It doesn't smell like forest fire smoke, but it must be from somewhere. Oh, maybe it's from us. There she is, just smoldering away. Look at that. Love it. There she goes. The old smoke dragons. You can hear it. Wanting it was shooting smoke out there a little while ago. Yeah, they're just looks like it's starving for air, needs more air, but we'll see. We'll keep playing with it. Wow, this thing's quite the smoke dragon. It doesn't matter how hot you get it, you can hardly get the smoke to clear up. It's still smoking a little bit here. It was just smoldering away there a few minutes ago. And I had it glowing red hot, still doesn't clean up. They're just so finicky, these stoves. You can't see it there now, but there's all kinds of smoke in there. It was chugging and shooting flames out the damper. I mean, it could be because I don't have enough length here, so I have another, I think it's 24 inches of pipe. So I'm going to stick that on just to see if it makes a difference. You know, you don't want to be up all night messing with the wood stove and, you know, trying to do everything you can to stay warm. I need something that's just going to run and go all night. I need it to burn for 8 hours and keep me warm. I'm tired of waking up at, you know, a couple times a night to mess around with a stupid wood stove. So I built one years ago and it was pretty good. The only thing I should have done was built it about, you know, 7-8 inches longer, and then it would have been just perfect. But it worked good the way it was. It did a little bit of chug in there the odd time too, but for the most part it was pretty good. Yeah, it's not even cold out right now. It's, you know, well, the real test will be when it's -20, -30, -40, that sort of thing. Wow, look at this. She cleared up, right up. Let's see if I can get a shot of that. See that? Yeah, she finally cleared up. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I can get it to work. We'll see. I'm going to try the other length of pipe, and that might be all the difference. They definitely need to be able to draft right, and this one only has 2 lengths of 24-inch pipe plus maybe another 12 inches. So yeah, beauty night. Wow, pretty hazy, but other than that, there's our music. It's all about acoustics. Well, that's it for this video, and in the next video I'll have an extra length of chimney pipe on the end. We'll see how that works, and I'll take it out for an actual camping trip. I didn't spend the night on this particular night, so we'll give the old hippie killer stove a good test, but I'm not expecting much out of it, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll probably have to end up building a stove in the end, so we'll see. Until next time.